Most people have been taught that prayer is an act of pleading, a desperate cry to a higher power in hopes that something or someone will take pity and grant their request. But this is a misunderstanding of the true nature of prayer. When you beg, you affirm that you do not have what you desire. You are reinforcing the very lack you seek to escape. True prayer is not about asking. It is about knowing, feeling, and assuming that what you desire is already yours. The moment you stop pleading and start assuming, you shift from a state of lack to a state of fulfillment, and that is the key to unlocking the creative power within you. To assume the wish fulfilled means to mentally and emotionally dwell in the reality where your desire is already realized. Imagine yourself already possessing what you want. Feel it, see it, experience it in your mind as if it were happening right now. This is not daydreaming or wishful thinking. It is a deliberate act of creation. When you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you are aligning yourself with the frequency of your desire. You are claiming it as your own, and in doing so, you impress this reality upon your subconscious mind, which then brings it forth into the world. This is why assumption is so powerful. It overrides the external circumstances and reprograms your mind to accept your new reality as truth. When you beg, you send out energy of desperation, and the universe reflects that desperation back to you, giving you more reasons to plead. But when you assume, you radiate confidence, certainty, and faith, and life responds accordingly. It is not magic, it is the natural law of consciousness at work. Whatever you persistently assume to be true will solidify into fact. Stop thinking of prayer as an act of asking, and start seeing it as an act of claiming. Speak it into existence, not with words of hope, but with the conviction that it is already done. When you pray, do not look at what is, look beyond it. Feel beyond it. The world will conform to your new assumption because consciousness is the only reality. You do not need permission to receive your desires. You only need to assume them as true. The key to successful manifestation is not simply thinking about what you want, but feeling it as if it is already yours. Feeling is the secret because your emotions are the bridge between imagination and reality. When you pray, do not pray with words alone. Pray with the deep, unwavering feeling that your desire is already a part of your life. This feeling is what impresses the subconscious mind, and once the subconscious accepts something as true, it must express it in your outer world. When you pray for something, you must enter the emotional state of already having it. If you desire wealth, feel the security, freedom, and ease that comes with financial abundance. If you seek love, feel the warmth, companionship, and joy of already being in that perfect relationship. Your subconscious mind does not respond to mere words. It responds to the dominant emotions you hold within. Every night before sleep, feel yourself already possessing what you desire. Saturate your mind with the emotions that would naturally arise if your wish were already a reality. One of the biggest mistakes people make is praying while still feeling the lack of what they want. They may say, I am wealthy, but deep inside they feel broke. They may affirm, I am loved, but inside they feel lonely. This contradiction is why many people struggle to manifest their desires. Your words must align with your inner state. The universe does not respond to what you say, it responds to what you feel. When your emotions are in harmony with your assumption, the manifestation becomes inevitable. By embodying the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive. You are shifting from a state of desire to a state of possession. This shift is what transforms your reality. You must become mentally and emotionally one with your desire before it can externalize itself in your world. This is the true meaning of prayer. Not asking, but knowing. Not hoping, but feeling. not waiting but assuming. The moments before sleep are the most potent for prayer and manifestation. In this state, your conscious mind begins to fade, and your subconscious becomes highly receptive. Whatever you impress upon your subconscious during this time will take root and express itself in your waking life. This is why Neville Goddard emphasized the importance of falling asleep in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Your last thoughts before sleep shape the reality you will experience. Most people unknowingly misuse this powerful time by replaying the worries, fears, and disappointments of the day. They lie in bed thinking about what went wrong, who upset them, or what they lack. In doing so, they reinforce those same negative experiences and continue to recreate them in their lives. Instead of dwelling on problems, use this sacred time to cultivate the feeling of your desired reality. See yourself already in possession of what you seek and drift into sleep in the state of fulfillment. This is not about forcing a visualization, but about sinking into the emotional state of your wish fulfilled. If you want success, imagine the thrill of achievement. If you seek love, feel the embrace of your ideal partner. Let your last waking thoughts be saturated with the emotions of your fulfilled desire. The subconscious does not question, it simply accepts and executes what you impress upon it. If you feed it with the feeling of having your desire, it must materialize in your world. By mastering this practice, you harness the creative power of your mind in its most receptive state. Your subconscious mind works tirelessly throughout the night, bringing into alignment the circumstances necessary to fulfill your assumption. Night after night, if you persist in falling asleep in the state of your wish fulfilled, you will awaken to a world that reflects your assumption back to you. This is the secret to effortless manifestation, letting your subconscious work for you while you sleep. Reality is not fixed, it is a reflection of what you assume to be true. The law of assumption states that whatever you persistently believe and feel as real will harden into fact. Your assumptions shape your world, whether you are aware of it or not. If you assume yourself to be poor, life will give you endless evidence of lack. If you assume yourself to be successful, opportunities will unfold before you. You are always manifesting, but the question is, are you consciously choosing your assumptions? Most people live reactively, assuming that life is happening to them rather than through them. They believe that circumstances dictate their reality, when in truth, it is their assumptions that create their circumstances. Everything you see in your external world first existed as an assumption within you. Look at your life right now. It is the direct outpicturing of what you have consistently assumed to be true about yourself and the world. Change your assumptions and you change your life. To apply the law of assumption, you must choose deliberately. Assume the state of being wealthy and wealth will seek you. Assume the state of being healthy and your body will align. Assume love and it will find you. This is not wishful thinking. It is the way consciousness operates. The world reflects what you persistently accept as truth. Even if your external circumstances contradict your assumption at first, persist in your new belief and the outer world must conform. Nothing is beyond your reach because nothing is beyond your assumption. There are infinite realities and you move between them based on what you accept as true. Stop assuming from past limitations and start assuming from the end you desire. Dare to believe in your power and life will mirror that belief back to you. Assume greatness, assume abundance, assume success, and watch your world transform before your eyes. Everything you experience in life is a direct result of what you have imagined and accepted as true. Your imagination is not just a place where fantasies exist, it is the creative force behind all reality. Every great invention, every success story, every transformation in history began first in someone's imagination. Yet most people do not realize that they are constantly using this power, either to create the life they want or to reinforce the life they wish to escape. If you want to manifest your desires, you must act as if, not through forced external actions, but by internally assuming the feeling of already being the person you want to be. The world you see is simply a mirror reflecting the assumptions and beliefs you hold in your imagination. When you act as if, you are not pretending in the external world. You are living from the reality of your desire within. If you desire wealth, you must first assume yourself to be wealthy in imagination. If you seek love, you must first embody the state of being loved. By doing this, you align yourself with the frequency of your desire, and the external world must shift to match your inner conviction. You do not need physical proof before you believe. Rather, belief itself is the force that shapes the proof. Most people make the mistake of waiting for external circumstances to change before they feel different. They wait for money to feel wealthy, for success to feel accomplished, for love to feel fulfilled. But the external world is always a reflection of the internal state. You must first feel rich in consciousness, and then wealth will appear in your reality. You must first feel loved in imagination, and then love will manifest in your life. Your imagination is the only reality, and what you hold there will inevitably take form in the physical world. To act as if means to embody the version of yourself that already. Look around at your life right now, your relationships, your financial state, your health, your successes and failures. Everything you see is a direct reflection of the assumptions you have held in the past. Nothing happens by chance. Everything in your world is the result of what you have consistently assumed to be true. Your beliefs, whether conscious or unconscious, have shaped your experiences, and the circumstances you face today are simply the manifestations of your dominant thoughts from yesterday. If you want to change your life, you must first change your assumptions. Most people believe they are powerless, victims of fate or circumstance. They look at their current conditions and think, this is just the way things are. But life does not happen to you, it happens through you. The truth is, you have been manifesting all along. Only most of the time you have been doing it unconsciously. Your repeated thoughts and feelings create patterns in your subconscious mind, which then externalize themselves as your life's experiences. If you keep affirming struggle, lack, or limitation, life will continue to mirror those assumptions back to you. The good news is that you are not bound by your past. At any moment, you can assume a new reality. You can decide right now to see yourself differently, to assume success instead of failure, abundance instead of lack, health instead of illness, love instead of loneliness. The world cannot help but reflect your new belief back to you. Just as your old assumptions created your past reality, your new assumptions will create your future reality. The key is persistence. You cannot assume something new for a day and then return to old doubts. You must remain faithful to your new self-concept until it takes form in your life. Your assumptions are the architects of your reality. If you do not like what you see in your world, do not fight the external circumstances. Go within and change the assumptions that created them. Start believing in the reality you desire, even if there is no physical evidence yet. Live as if it is already yours, and soon the world will rearrange itself to reflect your new assumption. This is the power of consciousness. Change your mind, and you will change your life.